Hello everybody, my name is MCs, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a video that, if you follow my channel for about a year ago, or a couple months ago, you would understand this type of video. This video is just going to be me talking. It's a topic that I put on the title, and I just talk about it. And I used to do those videos a lot when I was first starting YouTube and like actually grinding. Those are the videos that I think were the best I've ever made, and those are the videos I put the most time and effort into. I stopped because they are hard to make, and it is very it doesn't show my working ethic by me not putting them up, and I understand that, and I'm gonna change that. Just these series videos have been helping me when it comes to having less stress when it comes to other things, like dealing with the team, dealing with an organization, which I'm partially co-owning now. There's just a lot of stress that's been going on around like in my life, and worrying about then a video that I have to plan for 2 hours isn't gonna help. But these videos will be coming more and more, I promise it, because these videos I do think are the best videos I ever make. The series videos, the 2K series, my content was bad in it. This Borderlands series, Rise is good in it. I'm not. It's just something I don't like, unless it's a series revolving around like a topic that I talk about. But let's get into the topic of this video. So, I want to express my struggles with Public Match Call of Duty. Now, let me give some little background on why I'm playing Fortnite, and something else I want to mention about Fortnite before we get into the Call of Duty discussion. Now, one, I don't like Fortnite more than COD. I'm starting to despise Fortnite. Not despise it, but definitely not as much as like it as I used to. And I want to tell you guys, this isn't me. See, if this is like the community was so like judgmental and like they just paint a picture about someone just because of one thing. I wouldn't say this, but this community, like this gaming community, esports community, is just so fucked up right now. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna see that my gameplay on Fortnite is garbage. It's terrible, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it's not an excuse. I still think I should be doing good. But if you're wondering why I look bad, like I'm looking terrible compared to if I usually do, it's because of a few reasons. One, I am playing with a controller that has drift problems. That means that sometimes the controller can just move on itself, so that means when I'm aiming, sometimes it sways my aim while I'm aiming. So, on the part 2, that is why I'm running low sensitivity, because low sensitivity kind of counteracts it a little bit, but it's still hard to aim. And with low sensitivity, in Fortnite, it's not going to be easy to build. Now, the third reason why I'm probably going to suck at Fortnite right now is I have recently gone to an orthopedic doctor about my hands. It's nothing like insanely serious. I don't need to get surgery or anything from what he's told me so far. But he has given me these oval hand splits. Hand splints. These are so basically what's wrong with my fingers is not wrong, but what my fingers do and why I need these oval splints on my fingers is my fingers hyperextend, or they extend too far. And he said my fingers are too flexible. Like, it's not good that they are this flexible because it could lead to arthritis down the road. It should be nothing serious if we continue keeping track with it and doing these splints. So I have splints on 4 of my fingers on my right hand and 1 on my left. Now, if you know your body works, if you have 4 fingers covered with these splints, and they're about around the middle part of the joint of each finger, that means that my R2 will have 1 on it. And if you play a controller, I wouldn't say normally, but how most people play it, where they hang their middle fingers down off the PS4 controller, and then they rest their pointer fingers on the R2 L2s. The splint sometimes presses the button, as you could see when I was down there. I randomly shot. Sometimes it does that, and the splints are made of plastic, so it's hard. It's not hard. It's a lot easier than I thought it'd be, but it's a little difficult gripping the controller when it's not your actual it's not your actual body, it's not your skin gripping it, it's plastic gripping it, so it's not 100% grip. So again, I don't think it should be a problem, just in case you guys are wondering, wow, or saying like, wow, he is complete dog shit now, I wonder what happened to him. I don't think I'm good at the game, but if you're wondering why I literally look like a complete scrub, that's the reason. But let's get into the actual topic of the video since I just went over that. And again, I just want to restate, the hand splint things, in case you guys are worried, the doctors told me that I most likely will not need surgery anytime soon. So if you guys are wondering about that also, I forgot if I said anything like concrete about that, but most likely, he told me that right now for about 2 months, I'll be wearing these splints and going back to them, and if they still are like very, very bad, something might else need to happen, but surgery will be like the last option. Moving on to the actual topic. Thank you guys for listening to me rant about why I'm gonna suck at Fortnite. But let's get into the actual topic here, and that's my struggle with Public Match Call of Duty. Now, if you have teamed with me or just know me, you know I love Call of Duty to death, and I've been playing it since I was 9, 8, 10 years old. And public matches were my thing. You know, I obviously played competitive in each game, but public matches I loved. It's where I learned most of my singular like strategies, where I learned my playstyle, which a lot of people have told me it's unique. A lot of my teammates have told me that I play completely different from what they've seen, and I give that to obviously myself, my mentors, but also public matches, because I played it differently than most people. They ran around and, you know, they just went for kills, but I did a lot more things. I tested a lot of things during the game, but I also went for the win more importantly. And public matches, I could not stop playing them. I remember literally for like 3 summers in a row, or not 3, like 2 summers in a row, I played MW2 public matches. Also, you may realize, not that you're called a keyboarder, dude. You may realize that key bindings just popped up randomly. That's because I have a keyboard hooked up to my PS4, so if I ever want to play Fortnite with a keyboard, and it's not a ZIM, it's not an XIM, which the Call of Duty boarders use, it's just a USB adapter, or a USB hub with USB keyboard and mouse, that can only be played on Fortnite. But back to the actual subject. And yeah, for about like 2 years, like even around BO1, I still played MW2 pubs, because that was my favorite pubs. I love public matches in every Call of Duty. I couldn't get enough of them. I'm sorry. I couldn't get enough of them, and it was just something that I was never bored. I would never get on. I would never go throughout the day wondering what I was gonna play, because I knew I always had public matches I can go to, and no matter what, I'd have fun on them, and I wouldn't stop playing them for a long, long time. Now, if you heard that story correctly, it sounds like public matches to me were like they were just as playable as a normal GB, which, you know, I can play GBs for the entire day, and that's how I was. That's how I was with pubs back in the day. But now, since from about, I'd say AW. Maybe Ghost, but I'd say more AW. Since from about Advanced Warfare, my public match, my public match wants, my public match grinds, the public match, like, you know, like, that feeling of playing pubs, you know, till, 4 a.m. or whatever, that's gone. I don't know why. It's something that I've noticed in myself, and I don't like, because BO4, I know I'm gonna have to force myself to play public matches, which, apologies, I woke up really early to play video games today, but, I'm gonna have to force myself to play public matches, just to, that's my BO4 is gonna be my game. So, you know, I obviously have put in the most time that I've ever put in a Call of Duty, and that means, you know, grinding prestige, grinding public matches literally all the time whenever I'm not playing GBs. And, I'm not looking forward to it, especially considering I don't have much faith in, BO4 right now. I don't have much faith. I have some, but not nearly as much as I should. I know I'm gonna have to force myself to play it. But, again, I'm not excited for it. And ever since around, like, Ghost, I'd say, maybe more or less Advanced Warfare, I just haven't had that drive. You know, I haven't had that drive, and I feel like a lot of people have had this. I don't have this drive to play public matches anymore and, like, spend hours upon hours just grinding pubs and, you know, just getting better that way. But again, I can play GBs constantly the whole entire day. And, it could just be, you know, I'm getting bored of my system I played in. Well, I would say that is possible, but if you know me, I play very weird sometimes. Actually, right now I'm getting into just playing pubs with no auto-aim. I'm playing MWR, I'm playing, World War II with no auto-aim whenever I go into a public match. It's just maybe, you know, that can, like, spice things up for me. It's something I wouldn't do unless, like, you know, I was getting bored, obviously. And, the fact that I have to do that to, like, consistently play pubs to make it different, you know, change up my sensitivity, change up button layouts, you know, whatever, it got me thinking, like, why is it that I can't play public matches anymore? And I was thinking the obvious answer is, well, you're too involved in competitive, and you've played competitive for a decade now. That's your body, or not your body, but your mind is like, that's all we want to do. You know, it's not like I'm being cocky. It's like this doesn't like, it doesn't intrigue you. It doesn't like, my brain is like telling me, like, this isn't something you're excited about. Like, it just knows that, like, you are more comfortable playing in a competitive setting than playing public matches. Playing public matches with people that, you know, could have just picked up the game from Walmart. That's not how I play. That's not how, like, I like playing Call of Duty. I like playing Call of Duty in a competitive setting because that's my, you know, that's where I like it. That's like it. That is where I feel the most comfortable. That is where I like the play styles more. It's something that I enjoy the most. And I was like, that could just be the obvious answer. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know, but I've played competitive. Like, why would it just start in AW? I played pubs so much in BO2. I've played so much in BO1, MW3, MW2, even a lot of Ghosts. Why is it starting now? And then I, like, started thinking again, like, what if it's just how they made pubs now? Like I'm not, like, they obviously haven't changed pubs. So that's kind of the answer too. But something is different, and I think a lot of people would agree with me when I say something is different. And again, about the keyboard thing, I just sometimes, whenever I'm on Fortnite, mess around with my keyboard just because I don't know, I like using my keyboard when I play Fortnite. I don't know. I'm sorry. But, they haven't changed public matches, right? They haven't changed how you play. They haven't changed how the system is. It's just Call of Duty public matches, you know? It's what like the majority of people grew up with, you know? Nothing has really changed. So what is different? And then I was thinking, well, I think there's a pretty obvious answer maybe, but at the same time, I don't know if it's obvious. Maybe it's just the community and how we are now. And I was thinking, well, again, like, they haven't changed they haven't changed public matches. Public matches aren't different at all. They're the same, you know, since COD 4. They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same how they are, or how they've been for the past, you know, decade. But this topic is more like opinion based, I guess, because like you can't go off of facts on this, so I might be stopping on to think about it because I just kind of thought about it and then like I was like, okay, I'll make a video on it. It seems like a decent topic that can, you know, turn into a somewhat decent video. But again, they haven't changed how public matches work. And I hear this from a lot of people. Public matches isn't cutting for them. They can't get on and grind 10 hours, 8 hours of public matches. They can't. Some people can't. Obviously, for a pro player, it's like, well, people always give this argument, you know, but what about the pro players? They do it. Okay. There's a difference when there's a difference when you know, you have Gunless having 7 prestiges at our max level, but he's also getting paid probably a good bit of money to do so. You know, this is his job. He has to do this. But then, obviously, there are players that just play it because they want to get better, obviously. You know, people like Drama. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard the story about Drama. Show some support for him going to Last Chance Qualifier. I think it's starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So that you can get an idea of when I'm recording this. He said he's basically homeless now. He has no family that will let him live with him because he just got kicked out. His family just got evicted, apparently. He's like homeless, and Champs is his last, you know, it's his last hope. And, he does play a lot of pubs. He grinds. He has a passion. I get that. But if we're talking about it from, like, the amateur perspective, like, like, what we're at. Because, like, obviously, we're not semi-pros, we're not pros. A lot of people would say we're not amateurs, but we're amateurs. We're amateur players. At our level, I hear this a lot. People just don't like playing pubs anymore. It's not as fun as it used to be. And, some people may say it's because... Some people may say it's just because, you know, like I said earlier, the comp thing. You're just so used to comp. But then there are some times where I love playing pubs, and it's weird. I go out and in of playing like playing pubs. Don't like playing pubs. It's definitely weird because like I don't just go in and out of liking, you know, playing pubs. Sorry, I'm doing something on my computer, practicing my crouching. But it's not something that like sticks with me. Like if I don't like playing pubs that day, I don't like playing pubs that day. If I like playing pubs that day, I like playing pubs that day, or if I get a feeling to play, but I've never had that feeling. And, see, again, this video is going to be very pause heavy, because I really do want to think about what I'm trying to say here, because it's something that's more or less my, like super opinion based. Like, it is, like, 100% my opinion that, like, not matters, but, like, it's my opinion that makes sense in this. It's like, if you're not me, obviously you're not going to get exactly what I'm saying, and I'm fine with that. But, what I'm trying to say, oh my gosh, what I'm trying to say is, like, oh my gosh, tree got the way. What I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of people say, you know, a lot of people around, like, our level, again, they say they don't like playing public match pubs anymore. And there has to be a reason why. There has to be. And we've went over everything that I think it could be. But then, like, it's like, okay, they haven't changed it. You know, I don't think it's the comp thing, because there are players that play comp way more than a lot of people like us do. So there's no way it's that. There's just no way it's, you know, just because we play comp a lot. I really do think it comes down to just how our mindset is. Finally, I got to the point that I actually want to make. I think it's our mindset. I think it's how we actually think when we play pubs. Because I feel like it does have something to do with the competitive side of how you are, and you want to play competitive, and, you know, you want to call out, you want to have that feeling of, you know, winning a tournament, you know, that all makes sense. You know, you want that, and I get that. Like, I want that too. But at the same time, when you go into pubs, and, like, a lot of people do this, like, I know, I play with people that do this, and, like, it's just how they are, but I think it's something that we need to work on as a community. When you get into a public game, you don't get in the public game to do anything. Now, like, think about what I'm saying here. When you get into a public game, you don't play a public game to, like, learn. You don't play a public match to do better. You don't play a public match to learn spots or practice spots. At least I'm 90% sure most most comp kids that go into pubs, and this is all relating back to competitive. So if you're a public match only player and you're watching this, obviously you're gonna have fun playing pubs. But like if we're talking competitive aspect going into pubs, you don't really try. Like I don't want to use that word, but you don't put in the effort to learn. You don't put in the effort to advance yourself as a player. You just do it to just warm your shot up. That's what everybody does. That's what everybody does, you know, rank for. And I don't like doing that. So I don't like that mindset because I've just recently, you know, like thought about it. So I do bots. I do bots now to warm up my shot. I don't go to public matches, and for that exact reason, because I want to change my mindset going to BO4. Because really think about it. Like, really think about this. When you were first starting COD, you loved public matches. You played it all the time. You could not stop playing pubs. And now you find yourself, whenever you're not playing GBs, you're playing games like Fortnite. You're playing games like H1Z1. You're playing games like Rocket League. You're playing games like, I don't even know, what a bunch of games, mostly Fortnite. But you're playing a bunch of games. Obviously, it could just be the fun of the game. But at the same time, I don't think it is. Because now I know people that they only play Fortnite to do wagers. They don't play it just to have fun, or not just to have fun, but they don't play it just to play it. They play it, you know, just for the wagers. You know, now I'm meeting people like that. Not any close friends. So don't worry, I'm not referring to anybody that I know. Like, not anybody that I have in like my initial friend group. So don't worry. But there are people like that, and I've met them and I've talked to them. And I really do think it's just, we have our mindset whenever we play games for so long, especially COD players, where we have played competitive COD, or at least we played Public Match COD for years, almost 6 years probably for a normal person, for a normal player in COD. You know, we played for so long, and what have we done every year since we played competitive, or since we played pub? We've gotten better, we've gotten smarter, and we've just gotten evolved as a player going into competitive. We're not this newbie player that doesn't know how to do anything. But you have to give credit to public matches for doing that. Because a lot of time in public matches, whenever you were a noob just getting the comp, or you were still a noob just in public matches, you did things to win. You exerted like your brain. You did smart things. You tried. You paid attention. You put your entire effort into pubs, and that made it fun. Because, okay, if, you know, that's why we like comp, because every time we play it, we get better. Our goal is to get better and better and better until, you know, we're pros, you know, that's the goal whenever we play comp. Now, we're at this level as a public match, where we're already past this level, like, 10 to 1, so why should we even put effort into this? It's just a waste of our time. Now, I get that. And I'm not saying, like, you know, like, try hard pubs, you know, I'm not saying that. Well, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not. Because I know a lot of people, like, you know, it's just stupid that you even think, you know, you need to try in pubs. But I really do think that people that don't enjoy pubs anymore need to have they need to start changing how they think they play. You know, not think how they play, but they need to start changing. Like, when they play a public match, they need to stop thinking, oh, we just play it to warm up. You know, we just play it to warm up our shot. We play it, you know, just to, like, keep our head in the game. You know, head in the game, but, like, you know, we play it just to warm up our shot. It's a warm up, you know? You're not really getting better. Your brain's not, like, exerting that energy like you would in a comp match, which you like. And I know this could all just be, like, me talking bullshit, but I really do think this is what I think it is. Because, like, most of the times when I have fun in public match lobbies, it is because I'm tryharding. Not tryharding, per se, but it's because I'm putting my attention into it. I'm caring what is happening. I'm going for objectives. I'm doing all these things that I would do in comp. And I'm enjoying it more and more and more. I'm not worrying about, oh, I need to drop the most kills in the lobby. Oh, you know, I'm just run around, warm up my shot. You know, I'm not thinking like that, and I'm having fun. Now, again, this could just be me and just like a stroke of luck that I happen to like pubs this day. But I really don't think it is. I think it's actually that. I think whenever you play pubs, especially now, for most players. I want you to try this, please. It sounds so stupid, and most of the time our community, if you say, you know, I'm trying in pubs, they'll bash you for it, and, you know, they'll call you, you know, like if you're really trying in pubs, you're a loser. You know, like, that's just how our community is, and I don't like it. Our community is filled with assholes, I'm not gonna lie, and you know who the fuck you are. You're just a fucking asshole that needs to get out of the community, and you know exactly who you are. Now, if your friends, like, call you names or, like, tell you this, that, and the third for you playing pubs and trying, just ignore them or leave them. Like, you know, like those people just have a negative outlook on what you like to do to get better and what you like to enjoy. Like, for me, I really like not trying in pubs, but my favorite thing is, like, when I was younger, playing a public match with my team or just with friends and trying our ass off to win. That was one of the funnest things I liked doing. You know, that was, you know, the classic days of getting in a domination game with your team. You know, try-harding. You know, like, you know the like, it was like a 3v3 mode in BO2. Like, you had there were 3 teams, and you basically fought. Like, it was like a mini GB, but it was a 3v3v3. Me and my team, whenever we didn't have a 4th on, or, you know, whatever happened, we would always play that. That would be our thing. It was like a mini GB game. We would try hard. I always had fun. And again, those are around the times I had fun in public matches. So recently I've tried tryharding in pubs, and again, you know, a lot of people are gonna watch this video and just be like, dude, is Sieg's really saying we need to fucking tryhard in pubs actually like COD? I'm not saying to like COD, I'm saying to like public matches again. Because, again, public matches are a big part of COD. You know, it's a big part of why we play, and it's the biggest part of the game right now. And obviously, there are people like Scumpy who do try their ass off in pubs. Like, Scumpy tries his ass off in public matches most of the time, I'd say. And he still doesn't like it. Now, obviously, that's obviously proof that my theory could be wrong. But then again, I think it does come down to a lot of, he's a different player than us. You know, he is playing COD as a living, you know? He's playing COD as a living. He has different standards than us. But at our level, I think we gotta be different. Because we have to stop looking at ourselves as, like, we're so good, you know? We're so fucking good, bro. We don't need to fucking put our energy into public matches. And I'm not saying you do that to win. I'm saying that you exercise your brain. You exercise how good you can actually be. You know, you try, not trying per se, but you focusing on a public match. You putting in that effort to try and win, or try and get a nuclear every game, or just focusing, you know, like focusing like you would in a GB. You putting that effort can make you a better player, because when you were just starting, you know, you had the mentality. When you were in pubs, this is how you got better. You thought this is how pros get better at COD, is they get in pubs, and, you know, they try, and that's how they get good. And obviously that's right to an extent, but it's really not, you know, like, the pros are different. But that's what I'm saying, that's how you got better. When originally, like, you know, whatever, like, you know, your friends want to tell you, or, like, you know, it's all about the GBs that got you better. No, pubs got you better not just because it's pubs, they got you better because you exerted that energy you need to be a professional into something that you didn't need to. Because you don't need to try in pubs, but you do it to get better, and that can make you happy. If you see that, like, you're getting better at public matches, and, you know, you're winning more in public matches, that could make you happier. Because, like, right now, my topic of the video is obviously, you know, people don't enjoy public match COD anymore, especially at our skill level, which is amateur. You know, pros, semi-pros, that's all different. 100% different. We can't compare that because we are not them. We're nothing like them yet. And if it happens when we're actually pros, and, you know, then it's different, obviously. But what I'm saying right now is, at our level, when we were growing up and getting better originally, again, that is what we enjoyed doing. Getting in pubs, trying, and then getting better and seeing the progress of whenever we played. That is what we enjoyed. I do hear some people say, I enjoy tryharding in pubs. I enjoy tryharding in rank. Rank, okay, rank's different. Don't forget rank right now. I don't know why I mentioned rank. But, people have told me, I enjoy tryharding in pubs, and, like, I always see that they like playing pubs. They don't feel like it's a drag. They don't feel like it's below them. And that's what a lot of people think. That's where our mindsets are right now. We think pubs are below us. We're like, we don't need them anymore. We just need to play comp the entire day. But obviously you should play GBs over pubs anytime you can. But if you're just the only one on, and you're not into singles, because again, obviously you could just end this whole conversation with just playing singles, but in my opinion, I don't think singles improves you that much. I don't think it improves you that much. But again, that's just my opinion. Obviously my opinion is not right. It's my opinion. There's no right or wrong when it comes to an opinion. So, obviously you could just, but again, in my opinion, pubs are, singles is not how you should, practice when you are alone. That's not how I think you should progress yourself as a player. But, continuing on what I'm saying, we think that pubs is below us again. I forget if I already passed that, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to focus on the Fortnite game while I'm doing this. It's actually pretty difficult. But, again, I'm trying to focus. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking for a second. I really hope I don't die. Don't shoot me, dude. You know what? I'm out of here. Make it. Fuck me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm healing real quick. Bro, this kid builds like a maniac. Okay, I will continue my topic, I swear. Okay. Probably should have seen that coming. Definitely was exposed. I mean, that's my fault. But, okay, back to what I was saying. We're not going to go into the game, because I'm going to end the video soon. But, like what I'm saying, again, we have this perception that, hey, we're too good for pubs. We don't need to put our energy into this. But again, it's something that just glosses over us. But I really do think this is true. And I'm going to start doing this. And for BO4, I'm going to do this. Put your energy into pubs, and you will enjoy it. Because if you're a competitive player, what you enjoy competitive for is putting your energy into it and trying. That's what you enjoy about competitive, that thrill. And you don't get that thrill anymore because you don't care about pubs. And that's why a lot of people have stopped playing pubs and stopped putting their energy into it. So, to wrap it up with one final statement, I want to say, going into whenever you play pubs again, or going into BO4, I'm not going to say the word try hard. I'm not going to say the word, treat like a GB. What I'm going to say is, focus on the pub. Put your energy and your focus at that time into the public match, and just do it for about a week. Don't give up after a day if you still hate pubs. Do it for about a week, and then obviously if you still hate it, then my theory is wrong. But I'd recommend doing it, because every time I do it, I do end up liking pubs more, because I have a reason to play it now, because I'm not treating it just like something I just should do. I'm treating it like something I need to do to get better, to enhance myself slower than a GB, obviously. But again, final statement, put your energy, put your focus into that public match, and keep doing it every time you play a pub. I know that's going to be hard and weird at first, but do it, and then continue doing it. And if you do it for about a week, and you still hate it, you still despise playing pubs, then again, just stop, do what you were doing. But I really do think this would work, because of just our mindsets as competitive players in Call of Duty. So, that'll be the end of the video, guys. Again, I'm going to be doing more videos like this, where it's just me talking about subjects, because that are my favorite videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a comment and give me some feedback. I will see you guys in the next chapter.